Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 34, the penultimate week of the season, with your hosts, myself, Lee Wood,
Nick Taylor.
Let's have a look around what's happened in the league this week. So, starting off as ever with the GFL. And we can see here the Wind Waifs managed to beat the Raiders just in a very close game there, and the Quake proving just a little bit too dominant for the Hawks.
Away wins as well, right?
Both away wins. Yeah.
Bum 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 bum. I think there was one of us that predicted 2 away wins there.
I believe you predicted both the away wins.
I have no idea who that was.
Definitely wasn't me because I didn't back the race. All my controversial picks.
But yeah, I mean, a close game that the win rates only just managed to win.
Wind wave. Wind wave.
Wind weights win. So
David Wassel and his wind wave.
What do we think that brings up with the bowl?
Well, I definitely didn't back either team. We don't have any logos in that helmets.
Oh yeah, Nick, you're the thing I like here is both these teams are rivals as well.
That's how both the last game was.
Yeah.
That
was a bowl game last year. Quake lost by a single point.
It was the double bowl game. I have you know.
Double bowl game? Oh, that's the one that went to overtime, wasn't it?
That's the one that was a draw, and then they had to rerun it. The
yeah.
winner.
And then it was still only 1 point.
Yeah, a legendary game. I mean, this number's insane.
I mean,
Robo Conrad.exe.
You see, whilst Conrad's a robot, Dave has just made deals with the Dark Lord himself.
I thought you were going to call him Willa Dealer Dave or something.
No, he's gone. He's because the GFL's an older league. He's retro, so he's actually gone with a whole Faustian thing.
Okay.
But on paper, I mean,
14 point.
Yeah, the win rates are not a 14-point dog here. I really don't know how to call this game. I think, given how close the bowl was last year, and how I think the Quake had a better season this year than they did last year, and the fact that the win rates had to win on the road, but the Quakes had to win on the road as well.
Quake did only go 7-3 in regular season.
True.
I don't know how much of that was, last few games of the season.
Yeah. I'm gonna optimistically back the Quake.
Well, Simon's back in the wind waves, right?
Of course, as he always does.
Can I back the draw? Can we have another rerun this year?
Sure. Okay, you can back the overtime, and we go for regular time only.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Rin Wraiths have lost their kind of starting guard.
Yeah, that's the only big injury across the two teams, isn't
it?
Yeah. The only big one, yeah, and that could be the difference.
Mm. He also has the best name, Fat Man.
Pretty good.
Probably, yeah. It was, of course, it's college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to back the draw after overtime.
Fair enough. Anything else before we move on to the Atlantic?
9.
So, and the Avalanche goes marching on into a bowl game. I think these weren't as most of us predicted. The Rapiers proved too good for the Nighthawks, who have had a great season, and the Avalanche managed to pip the Stingrays here, stopping them going back to back. So,
Yeah,
let's have a look
these
at
are
the game.
teams that from the start everyone expected. Really.
It's nice to be able to average last season's loss. Fair enough, and even Richard saying that you were the better team on the day, even with the 4 turnovers, managing to quite dominantly win there. And then
Easy.
this was a lot more of a statement win. I mean, close in the first half, and then just pulled away a little bit.
Hey, like the first downs aren't too dissimilar. Like this is
Kodas has been the difference though, right?
Hmm?
Kodas has been the big
Yeah.
difference.
The ability to run and keep those drives alive.
Royston is a bit one-dimensional on that front.
And also, as soon as a running back averages 7.6 yards a carry, you know you're going to have a good day.
Or a bad day for the ones facing.
True. So, looking forward to the bowl. Both teams have logos this time. Last time these teams played, it was a shutout. I don't foresee a shutout in this game.
You know what's nice? Number 1 offense versus number 1 defense.
The classic.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest classic is number 2 offense versus number 5 defense. But okay, I don't think. I mean, Simon, I don't know how recent those injuries are to your guard and tackle.
to be fair, they happened in week 11 or 12, whatever it was, in the playoffs. And yes, it's annoying.
Your guard is now immobile, though.
He's always been immobile. He just stands there and makes a gap.
I mean, you are the 11-point dog here, supposedly. Which I think is a bit optimistic. I have you about a 30-point dog.
Woof.
Battle of the running backs.
Pretty much, yeah.
50 yards in it.
50 yards, but one place as a running back second on that list. But it's going to be who. In fact, you don't have any designer running plays is weird.
Much effort.
Method to the madness, Lee.
Fair enough.
Saving them this week.
It is definitely a close game. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to have to back the Avalanche just because of family ties. Simon, I'm assuming, is backing himself.
Yeah, all the way.
Fuck you, the Lakers, then you can't really lose, right? Because whether you win the prediction.
We're doubling down.
Just to be different after back the Lakers. Taking the Lakers have just enough to win.
Anything else before we move on to the biggest Skyus?
Or we can also the Rivets are going to win the big sky, right?
Of course, because they beat the Generals quite convincingly.
Yeah, I mean that's a statement win.
That is really a statement win, and I mean RoboConrad runs bowlgame.exe as is expected. Repeat previous year's function. Beep boop. Pretty much that is exactly what we expected. The only thing that surprised me from this game is actually how many rushing yards the Generals managed to put up. Wasn't enough, but it's a big chunk of yards.
How much? They didn't really attempt much in the way of passing, so actually 250-ish yards doesn't seem like a lot. If you don't really have a passing offense.
I think it's Conrad's special teams that are just insane. Average kick returns. Bleh. Insane yards.
No, special. Even the punt returns are 33 yards.
It is a bit nuts. And then if we look at the other game, the the Statesman managed to take down the Sharks on the road, so Lee gets to lose to the Rivets next week.
If they still had their starting tight end, they might have a chance. But yeah, they've got an F on their tight end this week. So
Let's have a look at the bowl and see what.
I want to know what the spread is.
1 point to the Statesman.
So the interesting thing with this is the Rivets have never beaten the Statesman.
Here we go, Lacey.
And the Rivets aren't number one offense or number one defense.
Yeah, I mean they haven't played since season 15.
We found Conrad's kryptonite.
Yeah. Was it who are the managers back then? Coaches.
It's a Statesman win.
Lee Dunson still, and then Kevin Wallace.
He just appears everywhere.
That's probably the last time the Rivets lost as well.
Yeah.
How big? The spread's 1 point to the Statesman.
Yeah, on the Statesman. Up the Statesman.
Oh, Robo Conrad's really gone with full text on this.
That's because he got a text upgrade in his last.
Someone
update.
installed a thesaurus.
It's just alphabetic spaghetti.
It's all in ipse lorem.
I guess they're both undefeated.
Yeah, they are both. Yeah. I mean, no prizes no guesses that we're all back in the Rivets for this one. But
Back in the Statesman.
Last time they've met was in a bowl and the Statesman won.
I'm back in the Statesman.
Yeah, I'm back in the Rivets.
Back in the Statesman.
I'm going to go with the Rivets because then if I'm wrong, then we can all close. Win-win.
Anything else before we move on to the Continental? Okay, in the Continental, two quite decisive home wins here. The Bombers proving to be too good for the Trojans, and the Thunderbirds proving too good for the Bullets.
That's a lot of points for the Bombers.
Lot of points to the Bombers who
Just rushing yards.
Yeah, that's a lot of rushing.
For a conference game, it's a lot of rushing yards. 11 points yards per carry.
You've got two running backs over 200 yards.
And he's called El Doof.
El Doof. And then Messenger, who really just drove the message home with getting the MVP award. Brohampton. And then the Bullets Thunderbirds game. I mean, Thunderbirds go into the air and just managing to pass all day pretty much. And
The Bullets can get in the end. Lots of turnovers there as well.
oh yes.
Solid Thunderbirds defense.
Yeah, pretty much a defense-led win, which leads us to a bowl that happened before in season 29, and you've got the classic number 2 offense versus the number 12 defense.
Classic.
Ones and twos.
You got the rings on both sides, you know.
A lot of ones in this game.
Yeah, 8 rings here between them. Nearly the most rings we've seen in a bowl. Oh wait, the evil one has 11 by himself. However, Bombers 2-point spread, 2-point favorites.
Sounds about right, I think.
I think that's right. I'm going to go with the Thunderbirds just because I think their defense can hold up here.
I like the Bombers, so I'm that.
I'm with the Bombers as well.
Okay. Shall we move on to the Kendall Bowl?
You don't know.
There's a Kendall Bowl.
The Kendall's not in the bowl.
Oh wait, he lost a frame. But this was an interesting game. It's closer than the score looks. And if Kendall's offense was fully healthy, this game would have been closer. Kendall still thinks he would have lost, but I also think it might be, unless Lee can do a Conrad Whittingham and trade in another defense, basically. I think this is their last hurrah. I think all of Lee's defense are getting their social security checks at the end of this season.
It's kind of what we expected.
It's pretty much what we expected. It's not what we hoped for, but it's what we expected. And then this is also, unfortunately, what we expected. The Hoff got out his bow tie and slide rule and put together a defense that just dominated.
To be fair, that's fair play to Tokyo for getting this far.
Oh, it's an amazing achievement how far Tokyo came, but the Hoff just had their number completely here, managed to absolutely dominate the game.
You kind of expect that off the back of a win against them.
You do. It does give us an interesting bowl. My initial thoughts of this bowl is it's too close to call.
I think the Katanas are too good. Again.
I mean, they've got a 13-point spread, but if anyone's going to find a way to beat the Katanas, it's the Hoff.
You know what's nice?
I mean, these guys last met in season 32, week 4, and it was a 2-point game.
Mm.
What's nice is that the two teams, whoever combined the injury between them, that's pretty much full strength.
Oh yes, I don't even think this is a relevant injury at all.
So it'd be nice to see the two teams at full strength.
This whole injury thing. This was me with my Atlantic team a couple of seasons ago. I just didn't get injuries on it.
It's a huge difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes deep runs easier.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to see the Cougars win, but I think probably.
I'm going with the Cougars. Simon?
Katanas easily.
Nick? I know you said you wanted to see the Cougars win.
Yeah, I want to see them win, but realistically, I think it's the Katanas to lose.
Fair enough. On to the Empire. Robo Conrad 2.0 pulling out a win here. And the Red Bulls beating the Jaguars in two quite high scoring games.
Jaguars.
So District 12 managing to get ahead early and then maintain a lead. This was a real ding dong passing air battle, and
That's it. The proper quarterback has a rating of 141. That's a big help in these kind of situations.
that is. And
5 touchdowns.
I'm interested if you ran this game 10 times, I think you might get 6-4 to the Storm.
Pretty close. Both fairly similar as well. I think if the Kings are at home.
Yeah, home field advantage might have been huge in this. Simon, anything from you, or are you doing a weird stretch?
Just stretching, you know.
And looking at the Junkyard Jaguars. Birmingham Red Bulls. Looks...
It's a running thing, isn't it?
Yeah, running team versus passing team, but the running offense just managed to do what they needed to. The passing offense put up a good number of yards, but just didn't score enough points.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, the Birmingham offense is just very consistent. 21 completions at 27, and a running back is averaging 9 yards per carry. It's just going to get you first down and get you down the field, which is what it's done.
And that brings us on to the bowl game. Red Bull Strom. So met once, season 33, so last season in the bowl. So it is a repeat bowl and a 3-point game. I have to say, as strong as I think the Red Bulls are, I agree with this spread. I think that Conrad Whittingham 2.0 is just going to take it.
I want to back the Red Bulls here. Like, I can't possibly back two Whittingham in 1 week, so I'd like the Red Bulls to avenge last season and then this one.
You know how you get a premium paid for version of software, Conrad Whittingham, and then you get a freeware version that doesn't have all of the features, Theo Whittingham. I mean, that's pretty much how I see it.
The next league to come out will be the GFLW, where Whittingham's.
Whittingham's versus Woods, and we just lose every week. Anything else before we take a look at the most important thing in Gridiron?
Hats.
Got to have a review of the hats.
Ha, 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 ha.
Don't think there's actually a lot of movement since we last looked at this. GFL has 3 teams moving. Steelers, coach with no name, they will sign up, I'm pretty sure. Sharks are leaving. Did we know about that last week?
Yeah.
Yes, because they're moving to the Empire.
The Atlantic, it's exactly the same
Yeah,
situation.
Comets, don't know what's happening with them. Big Sky, it's fine. Continental, I don't think there's much change there.
Delta's a real mess.
Delta's a mess.
As always.
We've had one team move from Dusty Hats to Grey Hat, I think.
Possibly.
I think the Hayes moved left one. Let's see what happens with these. Empire's the same.
Still 2 spots for you, Nick.
Tempting.
Yeah.
I haven't put the board up yet, just for that scenario.
Good luck to those in the bowl games. We do have the date for the draft confirmed as the Saturday the 10th of September.
Sad times.
So I am planning to be there. I think Simon is trying to be there. Nick, unfortunately, it's working because he's a muppet.
Disgusting.
Booking off as holiday.
Oh, that'd be difficult.
Anything else before we bring this to a close?
No, good luck, guys. It should be a good week next week.
Good luck,
Okay.
everyone who's not called Dean.
Okay, so it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.